Hi, this is Sharon from Floridor Fibers. I wanted to show you a little bit what it looks like when you try to dye with something like red cabbage. The cabbage gets its color from something called anthocyanins, and that's the same for things like blueberries and flowers like hollyhocks and peonies, grapes. So they're really pretty, but they're not very stable. So let's just see what happens when we try and adjust the pH and do a couple other things. So here's the original cabbage I used. Here's the cooked cabbage. You can see how it lost its color. It's very green now. And the water, the cooking liquid is kind of bluish. So these anthocyanins are very sensitive to pH changes. So let's see what happens when I add some lemon juice, which is going to make it more acidic. Let's see what happens. Ooh, very interesting. So immediately it turns kind of pinkish. Now let's see what happens if we add some baking soda, which is going to make it alkaline. Not too much happened. It did turn darker. Let's add a little more. So it turned a bit more bluish. So kind of like litmus paper or those hydrangeas that turn from pink to blue. So just for the heck of it, let's see what happens when we add baking soda to this one. Turns more purple. Sort of a bluish, but not back to the original color. So this is one reason why using plants like red cabbage and blueberries and whatnot are not good for natural dyeing. They're just so sensitive to even little changes of pH. And then also the colors, once they're removed from the plant, they're just not stable. So even if you did dye some yarn with some of these colors, it would fade pretty quickly when exposed to sunlight and just turn kind of a gray. So that's a little bit about what happens when you dye with anthocyanins.